We spent yesterday outlining how Kyler Murray could go from being in the athletic size, a tier 3 quarterback, to a tier 2 quarterback, in line with many of our conversations throughout this offseason of this being a make or break year for Kyler Murray. Entering year 7, there are many of you out there that don't just want to see regular season success. You want to see postseason success, or this year would be a failure. Kyler Murray would be a failure, and that this team should explore its options next offseason at the quarterback position. So a lot riding on this year for Kyler Murray. And I agree that Kyler needs to step up, that Kyler needs to be the general under center, that he can make that jump from tier 3 to tier 2, and a lot rides on his shoulders. But I will steal a superhero comic book analogy for just a second. In this scenario, everybody wants Kyler Murray to be Batman, to be the superhero, the main character, the person that we're all focusing on, and the one that comes through when it matters most. But taking that analogy a step further, who can be the Robin to Kyler Murray's Batman? Who can be the extra piece to the dynamic duo like we talk about in the NBA? Who's going to be the player that helps Kyler Murray get there? Because while we all want him to be Batman, he is going to need some help in order to get there. Batman can't always do it on his own. Needs some help. The Avengers, greatest superhero group ever. There's a bunch of them. They need help. The Fantastic Four, it's not the Fantastic One.
The Justice League.
Okay, Justice League. There's a league. There's a bunch of them. Didn't take you as a DC over Marvel guy.
Huge DC over Marvel.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though the DC movies have not been very good for at least a decade.
Just based on characters alone, I'm a DC over Marvel.
Oh,
guy.
Sure. But they've ruined Superman many times over.
Sure. But the Dark Knight trilogy is the best trilogy in all of superhero films.
The most recent Batman film was really good.
And that was really good too.
Yeah.
And I really liked the most recent Superman movie. And despite what Man of Steel does to the character, which isn't Superman, I do think that's a good movie.
I can't tell you the last Superman specific movie that I've watched. I've just seen the.
You should go see the new one.
I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard the good reviews and I've heard the bad reviews.
Have you seen any Guardians of the Galaxy? You've seen?
Yes, that's a Marvel property.
Yes, but James Gunn, who directed that, directed Superman.
Well, I like James Gunn.
James Gunn all his movies are pretty fun. Also, I had to see Superman. The guy who plays Superman, David Cornsweet is his name. He's a diehard Eagles fan and he loves Star Wars. That's a guy I would love to hang out with. Figured I had to see his movie.
So you did that in support of him?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. But in all of those examples, it's a group. Even Superman in the Justice League has help. Kyler Murray's going to need help. So who can be his Robin? Who can be that person that's always there for Kyler Murray? Who can be that person that helps Kyler Murray get to that next level? And to me, the answer is extremely obvious. Because when we talk about quarterbacks and developing, when we talk about quarterbacks progressing up the ranks, when you draft a rookie quarterback, what does everybody say that you have to have? Got to have a great tight end. Got to have that great safety valve. Got to have that great break glass in case of emergency option. Well, not only do the Arizona Cardinals have that, they have one of the best tight ends in all of football. They have not just a safety blanket, they have a game changer at the tight end position. So if there is one player that you want to look to be the guy that can help Kyler get to where he wants to get to, it's not Marvin Harrison Jr., it's not James Conner, it's not Paris Johnson Jr. or anybody on the offensive line. It is the superstar tight end that this franchise has, that this franchise paid this offseason. That's the Robin. Kyler Murray is Batman. Trey McBride is Robin. We have said all offseason long, the true wide receiver one on this team is Trey McBride. That Marvin Harrison Jr. is wide receiver two. That this offense, the passing game, flows through Trey McBride. flows through your superstar tight end. That absolutely should be the case at the start of this season. When Kyler Murray and Trey McBride are on the same page, this offense clicks. This offense works. This offense looks the way it is supposed to look. So if there is one guy, one player that I would pick that needs to be right there alongside Kyler Murray, that is his sidekick, his accomplice, it would be the superstar tight end, Trey McBride.